Yes, sir. Let's get it started. Let's see if you can see the waves. See the waves in the YouTube. See the waves. I don't know. Fresh cut boys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of This Is Recorded Podcast. I'm coming to you with my energy. I'm coming to you with my energy. I'm coming to you with my energy. Somebody listening, somebody watching, you need that energy. I'm coming to you with that energy. You need that energy. You had a fucked up week, fucked up day. Something happened. You feeling down. It's the holidays. You feeling like you not where you want to be in life because the New Year's coming. Fuck all of that. Enjoy your life. This is Recorded Podcast is on. I need your energy once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I need your energy. I feel it. I feel a weight of depression and hurt and sorrow, and I don't know where I want to be with a lot of people. I feel it today. Let it off. Let it go. Let it pass. What's for you is for you. What's not for you will pass you. Just know and understand that. Sometimes people get fired from jobs because the bigger blessing is better. Sometimes things burn down because the bigger blessing is better. Sometimes that person that you wish was for you is not for you and you find something better. I don't know why I came in with so much energy. I guess I'm feeling that. I guess I'm feeling that for myself. Can we be transparent? Can we be transparent for a moment? And I want to come with full head and all, 5 head and all, because I got a fresh cut. Thank you to my brother G Merrick. But just being transparent, man, I feel like I'm at a place. I'm always on guard and always something. And I feel like, like things are going so well. And I've been like this for a long time in my life. And I'm trying to break out of that. It's just like, bro, you deserve it. That's why things is going well, man. You deserve it. It's okay for things to go well. Don't think something is around the corner or something is bad. Just think and know like, hey, you struggle, you grind for a long time. So you deserve this time. You deserve this moment to be happy. You deserve this moment to be like amazed and loved and celebrated. You deserve all the great things that's happening for you, man. This is how you intro a podcast. This is how you intro life. This is how you go about it. Welcome to This Is Recorded Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I learned how to do shorts on YouTube. I'm trying to get this out to you anyway. But most of all, I love this podcast game. So I'm just enjoying myself, having fun, showing you the beautiful cut. G Merrick, boys, you know what I'm saying? Man, first week of December, well, coming up, and technically the end of this week was. By the time you're watching this podcast, it'll be the first official week of December. How are you doing? What's your plans? I hope you're getting Amazon is not Prime. I want to let you know that. So all that 2-day stuff, you better order your stuff early if you're trying to get some things. Even if it's for yourself, just get it early. Get everything, things you want to do for people, get it done early. It's crazy out there. Also, be careful. I don't do fear mongering because I feel like you got to live your life and a tree could fall on you, this or that. So when people say you get robbed, you get this, you get that. Hey, man, always be on point. Watch your surroundings. Don't go places where you feel like, I don't know about that. But just enjoy yourself. Enjoy this life, man. But always, pay attention. Make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you know what's going on around you. And you just enjoy your life, man. And man, we got to finish this year strong, man. This year is coming to an end. And like I said, I came in with so much energy because I guess I felt it for myself. Maybe some goals I didn't meet. But one thing I am happy about, this is Recorded Podcast. I had something every week for a full calendar year. I've been writing in my calendar. I got inspired one time. Jay-Z was talking about a lot of people question him and the things he do and the things he don't do, but he can show you a full calendar year of the things he's done. So that motivated me to document everything I did for this year. And I'm proud, man. It's definitely been some ups and downs, but most of all, it's been ups. So I'm just really happy and excited for this year and thankful for everything that's come my way, everything that's going right, everything that went wrong possibly. I'm thankful for it all. But what movies are you watching? Come on, Home Alone. It's really sad for me that a lot of people like Home Alone 1 better than Home Alone 2 because me, I'm very biased. I love anything New York. New York is my heart. New York is everything. So any movies, documentaries, series, anything with New York in it, I'm happy. I'm excited for it. But what are some of your movies, man? Of course, Home Alone 2. Christmas Vacation for me. Christmas Story. I only want to watch it, though, on Christmas Day when it rerun over and over and over again on TBS. What are some of the things you into? Some of the things you like doing? I like having hot cocoa because it's kind of cold outside. I got to get my tree up today because usually I wait till very long later on and don't put my tree up. But I got to get that up, man. But man, really just finishing strong, man, and doing things differently too. I love books and I want to read about 10 books, but I realized that I like a lot of autobiographies, and my wife's like, you should challenge yourself, do different things. So I want to read books about different things, especially things that can help me in this podcast game and throughout life. So I recommend like self-help books. I read 2 books from The Humble Poet. One is the great ones is called Unlearn. He has another one coming out at the end of this year. I think about loving yourself or something like that. But The Humble Poet is a good one. Nipsey Hussle recommended a book called Contagious that I got that should be coming in today, even though I ordered it on Monday and today is Saturday, and it should be coming in today, Prime. So that'll be coming in, and what that book is, it teach you different marketing tools and ways to promote yourself and ways to get yourself out there. But he read that because famously Nipsey Hussle really became on the map is because he was a guy selling $100 mixtape, and they was like, who is this guy? When first of all, it's not an album, it's a mixtape. You selling it for $100. But he said he read this book called Contagious, and it was a guy in Philadelphia or somewhere, he sold a Philly cheesesteak for $100. And people was wondering, who is this dude trying to do that? This is stupid. But also it brought in a lot of attention to him, and it brought a lot of people to figure out what's so big about this $100 cheesesteak. So it helped Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle's everything to me, man. He's just one of the greatest dudes. He really inspired a lot. And, you know, I didn't really understand his murder for a very long time, but I'm starting to feel like now almost he was like sacrificial for a bigger meaning in life for a lot of people to know that you can be yourself or come from gangbanging background or something, but change your life and change your ways and inspire people to do better and to do great things. So anything he recommends, definitely I want to go back and read and check it out. I got a folder of books Nipsey Hussle read, things like that. So I want to go out and I want to read more. But I said all that to say that since I read a lot of autobiographies, but it feels like I should be reading other things, and I retain more things when I actually read it. But I got into audiobooks. I went on Audible, and I got Angie Martinez Audible book. It's called My Voice. It's amazing. I love, like, I just finished Fat Joe's book, great book. It's just amazing because it's just, you know, when somebody voice is great and they talk well, it's cool to hear an audiobook. Lenny Kravitz is my, what is it called? I don't know, who I want to be like. You know, Lenny Kravitz is an older guy, in shape, everything, cool, just a positive person, friends with his ex-wife's, you know, or baby mother's husband, and just lives a very peaceful life in the islands and just enjoys himself. So next I want to get his audio book, but the Angie Martinez book, man, it was just great all around her journey. I love hip hop. Of course, I love New York City. Angie Martinez, if you don't know, is a radio host. She was on Hot 97 for a very long time. She was part of one of the first hip hop stations in Hot 97 in New York City, and went on to do great things and just was all around hip hop. And I just loved hearing her story and hearing that audio book. It was about 8 hours, but I listen to podcasts just average 2 hours every week, so that was nothing for me. I got that done in a couple days. But and you know, she has a great voice. I'm sure if you try Fat Joe book on Audible, he is a great storyteller, so I'm sure listening to it is amazing. So I find with more autobiographies, stuff like that, I want to listen to it on Audible, especially if somebody has a great voice. So the next one I'll do Lenny Kravitz. And Lenny Kravitz also did one on Curtis Mayfield. And I don't know too much about Curtis Mayfield, but I want to, so I'm going to go ahead and listen to that. But Angie Martinez, like, the whole book is amazing. Her journey, her ups and downs, and how she navigated through money and all of that is great. But what I really, really love, the epilogue, the end, it said, find your purpose and run your race. And then she talks about wanting to run the New York City Marathon. And she talks about how hard it was and the training. And days before she's supposed to do it, the New York City Marathon is 26 miles. Running, jogging, walking, however you figure it out, is 26 miles. 1 mile for a lot of people is rough. She did 26 miles a couple of days before it. She didn't she messed up her hip or something, but she did therapy. She got in it. And she said that, New York City is beautiful. New York City is a place you could run or walk, and you just see a lot of stuff. So before you know it, you could be far. But running 26 miles is a different thing. So she was talking about how hard it was and tough. And she said she wanted to find some purpose, So she thought about her son, and she thought about different people, and she ran for like a cause to bring money to underprivileged youth playing sports in inner cities. And CC Sabathia, famous New York Yankee baseball player, and she just talked about how emotional it was because at the end, her right leg felt like it was giving out, and she tied something on it just to kind of hold it together. And then she just talked about at the end of her race when she felt like somebody was put there for her. It's when you run a marathon, it's a lot of people, cheering and clapping and stuff. And she said that it was this one lady right when she was about to give up that was like, "Come on, baby. I know it hurts. I know it's rough, but don't give up. You almost there." And that's for all of us right now. All of us carry something from childhood, adulthood, relationships, whatever. I know it's scary. I know it's rough. I know it's hurt. But let's get to that finish line. That's why I love Nipsey Hussle, because he didn't have this slogan of like everything's easy and big money and flashy. He had the slogan of the marathon continues. Just like, a marathon is so long that you're going to find them times of doubt. You might start out great, then you hit a wall and you kind of slow and you fade and you feel like giving up. And then you pick it back up and this and that. But all in all, the marathon continues. And that's good or bad, because if bad things happen to you, the marathon going to continue. If good things happen to you, the marathon continues. So that's always been my mantra for life, and something I adopted from like falling in love with Nipsey Hussle music and the man himself, the person that he ended up being naturally himself, and finding his own lane and his own voice and really being 100% authentic to who he was. It's like the marathon continues in life, and that's what we got to remember. It could be hard. It could be hard, but we got to remember the marathon continues. Whether we do it or not, this life is going to continue. The bad things are going to happen. There's going to be up and downs, everything. And then when you close to that greatness, it's a crazy thing, because I feel it too. It's like, don't be scared of it. Know it's for you. Know that's what you want to do. Run towards it. Run at it. Run through it. Just run and keep going, and know like, hey, this is for me. This is mine, and this is what I'm going to do. Know that and feel that and truly accept that in your heart, that like you are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Don't get in your head. The holidays is a rough time to get in your head of people you lost, or you're not where you want to be going into the new year's. It's a lot of reason to get you off track. It's a lot of reasons to scare you. Greatness is on that other side. Like I said before, it was people that got fired, thought their world was over, but that opened them up to something else because they was forced to take a pivot. Shout out to the Pivot podcast, some sports guys that were on a podcast and they had to figure it out, and they named it the Pivot because they are sports guys that play sports, but they talk about the pivot in your life where you have to do something different. You have to try something new. So I love that idea. They have some great conversations with people. It's a beautiful thing. Now for me, like I was saying, I had a phone call. Before, I was procrastinating. I didn't know what to say, but like one thing that I'm very thankful for going into this new year, I really found that I love this podcast game. I love doing it. I love making them. I love creating new content. I love that I found a GoPro thing. I love that I upgraded the things I use. I got a different microphone, got the lighting, got a camera, and just got some upgrades. And I love that I'm really going towards it, and I'm not having any expectations. I'm just doing the work, because I know that my voice and my ideas and my ways is going to reach somebody, it touches somebody. So I just enjoy doing it. And that's what I keep doing with this podcast thing, man. Like, if you really love it, you got to do it for free. You got to do it scared. You got to do it when nobody's listening. You got to do it. Like, you can't do one and two great things and expect it's going to take off. That's not how life works. You got to work hard. They say a lot of times it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Like, we don't see the grind and the hard work. We just see this person blows up, but they're ready for it. Nipsey Hussle, his song Dedication, hard work plus patience. is that's what it is you work hard and you got to be patient, and then obviously one day it might pop off for you. Maybe it'll be in a different way. Maybe it's not in the way you expect, but it will happen for you. So, I'm very proud. I said that to say I'm very proud that all the things I procrastinated with, saving money, I really started doing that consistently. And also the podcast, man, I did it when I didn't have no ideas really, like today. I did it by myself. I started doing that. I did it all kind of ways. I just really, really love this podcast game. And no matter what I give y'all, I want to give y'all me. I want to be transparent. Like I said, this week I've been really battling. Like, I'm just so happy and on the edge of so much greatness that I'm always in my head like, yo, something might go wrong and something this, something that. And that's just like literally you're close to something great because in your mind is playing, great song I love, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me by the Ghetto Boys, is because it's like you're really, really close to something. I'm speaking to you. You really, really close to something. You know it. You want to do it. Maybe you're scared to do it, so you avoid it. Keep going. Figure it out. Work that thing out. Work the kinks out. Figure it out. Really work hard. Really figure it out. Really do something you love. And like I said, you do it for free. Podcast game, baby. This is recorded, baby. You see me back there. You see me. No cut. You see everything, man. You see me, man. So literally just, love your life. Love everything. I really don't have too much to say, man. I guess the spirit kind of moved me of like motivating people, man. I really feel like I'm just freestyling now. I don't know. I really feel like, a lot of people during the holidays, it brings out that weird feeling of doubt and sometimes sadness, and you thinking about gifts or you thinking about your relationships with people because everybody's feeling happy and doing things, and you might feel weird that like, why am I not happy and why am I not so like ready to do everything? I mean, that's just life, and you going through the fields, man. Like, life is not all glitz and glam. Life is not all partying and moving. Life, even when you see this podcast stuff, you see like, hey, oh man, he's living his life. He do some great things. It's a lot of stuff that, it's a lot of like, well, not a lot, but there's some painful times that I go through and everything. But I really have a supreme understanding, and life taught me that like, no matter what, life is going to go on with or without me. So you really got to stay positive. You got to be transparent. You got to get it out. Today on this podcast, I want to release them negative thoughts I have in my head, of like, this is going to happen, that, because it's literally like a 1% chance, no percent chance of these things, but it's literally because you're on the edge or the cusp of greatness that your mind starts to mess with you. So I release that. I want to stop that right now. I want to stop that from you and your mind and your head, and I want you to go on to be great. I want you to love this life. Man, do everything. Take a walk, listen to music, fight against you. Fight the good fight against yourself, because you are your own worst enemy. Fight against yourself. Love yourself. Love your journey. Love how far you came. Love how far you're going to go. Love what you're going to do. Look at the growth in yourself and the things you've done over time. Like, you really got to, I know it gets hard, but you got to know you overcame a lot of stuff. You got to learn, I don't know how I'm going to get through this breakup. I don't know how financially I'm going to pay for this. I don't know how I'm going to get home. I don't know how I'm going to eat, whatever it is, but you made it through. You watching this. You chilling, watching this, or you at work or whatever you're doing, you watching this, you listening to this. So you made it. It's a lot of people. I'm don't get morbid, but it's just being honest. It's real. It's a lot of people dying, and celebrities you see and passing away, whether they're young, they're old, in between, children, shootings, anywhere you go, anything you do. It's a lot to celebrate in this life. It's a lot to celebrate that you were able to listen to this podcast. I'm celebrating I was able to make it. I'm celebrating life. I'm celebrating love. And I feel a release right now. I know you can see it in my face, possibly if you're watching YouTube. I'm figuring out new ways. I'm not being all super hard on myself. The growth I feel in myself. I have great relationships with parents or anybody in my life that, maybe it was rocky relationships at first. I'm accepting people for who they are and not what I want them to be, because life is not that. People are who they are. It's how you're going to deal with them. I'm accepting financial statuses of where I'm at, job statuses, but I also accept where I'm going, and the things I'm doing. Very thankful for the people in my life, man. Dukes, G Merrick's, and Wife's family, my wife, the queen, the greatest, man, my best friend. I'm just happy for it all. I want you to be happy. Like I said, I kind of freestyled this one, but I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying life. Hope you guys can be transparent, show that forehead. You know what I'm saying? That 5 head, really live your life, really enjoy yourself, man. And I speak into existence. You run towards that goal. You run towards everything that's for you that you scared of. I hope that you run towards it. I speak into existence. You run towards your goals and you run fast. You run that marathon. The marathon continues. This is recorded continues. I thank you for listening. And this is recorded.
Trey, the future.